Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. Today we're back at Johnny Roberts Disc Golf Course, most popular course in America, for another Johnny Putter review. This one's gonna be a little interesting because Prodigy actually sent me out a box of goodies. PX-3, all these are discs that I've never thrown before, and so we're just gonna have 3 Johnny Putter reviews that we do against one another. PX-3 is 340 2.5. PA-1, which is like the more stable. PA-3, if you don't know Prodigy system, I think it goes like 1 is the most stable, 5 or 7 is least stable, 3302, and then the P model OS, which is from their Ace line, I'm pretty sure. I think these discs are the ones that are made in China from them, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. I think they have their own factories, they don't use like Yikun, but they also sent out a vinyl macula signed A2. Now here's the thing, I really wanna keep this disc, and we're not gonna be throwing it, but here's my stipulation. I think I've been averaging around like 9 or 10 down with all these discs. So this is the deal I'll make with you guys. If I can shoot 12 down or better with all 3 of these discs, then I get to keep it. Because they said I can use it, or they sent it to be like so that I could give it away or something like that. But they're not sponsoring the video and they don't get to make the rules, so maybe I'm gonna keep it. But if I can't choose 12 out with any of these, then I'll give it to you guys. Super interested. The PA-1, it's like one of those discs that doesn't feel like it's beaded, but it feels like they kind of incorporated a bead into the shape because it's they're all pretty deep, as overstable putters can be. The P model OS kind of feels like it has much more of a beveled bottom, and the PX-3 actually does have a pretty large bead. All right, we got some unknown going on. We're actually gonna start on hole number 4 here because there's like 3 groups on hole number 1. And we'll finish on the last 3. We're gonna start these all with the forehand. I honestly don't remember if they said that the PA-1 or PX-3 was more stable. The PX-3 is a little flatter and it's beaded, so I'm gonna guess the PX-3 is supposed to be the most overstable. We'll throw that first, then the P model OS, and then the PA-1. Okay, shorted it, get through. Ooh, it's a putt, but I shorted it. For Prodigy having the reputation of a bunch of flashing, there's no flashing on any of these discs at all. Oh wow, that's actually, that's more stable than I thought it would be. Oh my gosh, I'm loving the trees. Super interesting because there is a slight headwind coming through here, so. PX-3 and P model OS seem to be pretty beefy. Oh God. Okay, not starting out with that birdie with that PX-3 already leaves me in a bad spot. Any bogeys means that the disc I bogey with gets given away. And in this case, a bogey means auto giveaway for the A2 as well. This one, can't really see, it's just dead ahead here, it's about 200 feet. We're gonna go with a slight flex shot out of the hand. PX-3 back of the box. P model OS, pretty stable. I think because it's deep too, I wasn't getting a clean release on that first one. I don't know, I have to hold a little weird because it's pretty deep in my hands, but that's just baby hands problems. Yeah, that's pretty beefy. Sit down. Wow. Nice. Did I just ace it? I heard something. A lot more flex. Wow, okay, that'll hold on, Annie. That's interesting, but it came out of it, it came out of it. I heard 2 sounds of chains. One I knew was next to me. One sounded like it was that way, but it very well could have been like any other number of holes. Okay, no, I did not even close to ace it. It's pretty parked. Yeah, that is not an ace though. Awesome. I'd say the PX-3 feels the most like a mid-range out of these. Sometimes it happens. I noticed that with the PA-5 as well, because it's pretty flat. It just feels wide because of how thin the rim is. Because these are all overstable, we're gonna do something a little dumb. Oh, I think it's a little short. Glide back more. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it turned into a knife blade. A little short on all of them, but I think they're good. All just inside the circle. Ooh, I never bring a towel on these rounds where I don't carry a bag. Oh my, that's a terrible putt. PA-1 just didn't want the PX-3 to feel alone, you know what I mean? All right, so far first impressions, this one definitely, I don't know if it's just because of the bead, the PX-3, pretty overstable. But when I did throw it on the Anheuser down the hill, it kind of held it. Maybe closer to approach, but I'd say putter. 340 2.5 might be a little generous. This is 3302, this is probably 330 2.5. And then this is 3403, which I'm not sure if I understand yet or get. I would go forehand here, but it's a little touchy. I think what we're gonna do is just the turnover, keep it on turn inside of that tree and have it land flatter. Oh, that's nose up. Oh yeah, that's stable. It's obviously a bad shot. I think part of that could be the width of it in my hand, being a little harder to manage. They're all pretty deep, honestly, for me. Just the nature of an overstable putter. Missed my line a bit, and I juiced it. All right, PA-1. There we go. Nice and sliding up. The reason I was much more confident with that disc is pretty less stable. So I feel like I don't have to really rip over on it too much, which I know is not the right thing to do. You don't need to rip over on it. You just need to put it on an angle and give it spin. But in my head, I'm like, I gotta rip over. Oh gosh. Wow, my step putts have been so bad recently. Ooh. All right, 170 feet. This is the forehand ace hole all day long. I didn't short it, but I didn't left it either. Oof. Oh, wow. I put that on so much hyzer and it was so bad. Sit, 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 sit. Why do you like to roll away so much? No. Oh, oh no. That's such a far uphill comeback putt to have to make. Let's go. Oh, that almost missed. That should have missed, but it got snatched by those shades. All right, hole 9's a pretty good one. Straight down there to the left. You want to keep it under this low ceiling finishing, and then it's got skipping. There's water beyond, so you don't want to go in that. PA-1 has the box. This one I'm just going to put flat. These I'm going to have to put a little flex. So with the putter, if you throw it at the ground, it's not going to go anywhere. Just in case you were wondering. Slight flex in the air. So that's what you're trying to do. I think the P model OS might be slightly more stable, or it's just stable in a different way. Wow, that was so good. Sit. So my quick hypothesis as to why I feel like these are both similarly overstable, but this one seems overstable at times, is because I've not been throwing on like big sweeping shots. I tend to try to keep tight, like flexes a little tight. So like even with this one, I put on more anhyzer and it finished closer to the basket from the start of my flight path than this one did. And I think it's because this disc is flatter than the P model OS, and dome tends to make things not move as much right to left. So that's my guess, but they're both pretty overstable. They're more stable, I'd say, than the raise that I did from Infinite, kind of like AVRX3 like. This P model OS kind of feels like a deeper AVRX3, but with a dome instead of a puddle top. Like I said in that video, it's kind of an in-between spot between my base zones and my MBs for now. PA-1, I'm kind of liking a lot though. I mean, they're all solid for sure. This next shot's gonna be pretty interesting though. Solid. Oh yeah. Stay up. Oh. I don't really know what it is, but my last tournament too. Oh, that's a big hole. I've been really liking those tight anti-flex lines. And like this is the best 3 drives that I've ever had on this hole, like in a video. There might be something to that. Tap it in real fast. Tap it in. All right, similar to the last shot, except instead of the backhand like tight flex, we're gonna throw the forehand tight flex. All right, that's the shot I want. Just closer to the basket this time, maybe. Yeah, nice little tight flex. Anhyzer. Yeah, a little flatter. Super solid. I don't know why I keep thinking about this, but these colors that complement each other so well. They're like so nice to have together. PX-3 with the box. Yep. Let's throw it at the ground in front of the basket. Oh, it's so lucky. A little less flex, miss it. Oh, it's so bad. All right, big long putt. I will say one interesting thing that I noticed about putters that are a little bit flatter like this is I've been liking my MVs, which are flatter, which are my Eclipse ones, a little more than like some of my more domey ones. I think just because getting them on an angle feels a little easier since they want to kind of turn a little more than one with a dome does. Slight anti-flex again, right at the basket. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like I have to put on slightly bit more. Maybe it's just slightly more stable. That's really good. And the PA-1, slightly flatter. Still stable, but that's when you could throw flat and just get a glidey push. It looks like they're like aerating the ground. It always just looks like poop, but it's not. It's just grass and mud. Yeah, I might have to take that back with the P model OS because I feel like, I don't know, it's not like overly domey. And this is where I think I just need to learn to throw those low domier ones because they go farther not only because they're domier, but also because you can put them a little bit higher on a little bit more steep of a line and hold a tighter flex line that goes farther because of how domey it is. So I might just need to work on that to like start pushing some distance like 30, 40 feet further. This is really the ace hole. 155 feet. If I don't ace, I'm a fraud. Get there. Oh, it didn't let it push. Push back left. Dang it, look at the height. PA-1. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, looks like I'm a fraud. Sad day. Man, I wanted that to be 2 inches higher. All right, another of those tight flex lines. I think because up here in Colorado, things aren't flipping as much. I like putting something that's overstable on a tight flex that I know will come out of it, rather than trusting something to flip that it's not going to. So that's why I think I've been liking that. Same order again. Ooh, I always hit the front of the steep bed. Things are gliding. Stay up. Oh, come on. That's gonna be shorter. Shorted it a little bit. All right, starting to look better for my chances to keep this disc. I was a little nervous after the first 4 holes and everything was already 2 away from the score. All right, hole 16, which we have 6 holes left at this point. Slight headwind right to left. I was gonna go big spike hyzer, just too much wind for it. Just a nice simple stall hyzer that. Just like that. Show its edge, gets pushed over by the wind. Put that one on some hyzer instead of flat. Just a tad short, but almost equidistant to the PX-3. Man, this 500 plastic is like so shiny. I go to pick it up, it like blinds me every time. Oh, I missed that butt, but it stayed in, thank you. 5 more holes, things are looking great. That'll play. Definitely a bit more stable. PA-1, similar line to the PX-3, should stay over as well. Oh, that's hyzer. That's on hyzer, not flat. Oof. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That's an interesting like test case right there because my like flat has been baby hyzer recently. To throw that PX-3, I told myself to put baby Annie on it, but in my head when I pulled out that PA-1, I was like, just throw like the PX-3, I was thinking flat because when I threw it baby Annie, it came out like a very small touch of Annie, basically flat, but I didn't want to throw that one on Annie, I wanted to throw it flat, the PA-1. So when I say throw it flat, my body reverts to slight hyzer, which is not good. I need to unlearn that, but that might be what's happening for you if your shots are not correlating to your brain. Oh, I definitely aimed right. Not slightly right though. Now the PA-1 is only on track. If I make this for 14 down, there's only 2 more that I can miss. That is not good. All right, headwind, push the opposite way. Basket is just inside of this tree. Because these are overstable, they'll be able to fight against the wind, but because they're putters and not even approach discs, I'm gonna need to put a little hyzer on them. PX-3 has the box. Glide in. Oh! That was so rude. Dead center spit out. Oh, man. Okay, that one is a little less torque resistant, I think because of the lack of bead. A little more smoothness, and a little shorter, but parked. That would have been like an actual ace that I counted to because it was my first shot of the video. In these videos, like if I ace on a second or third, I don't count it. But if I ace on the first one, I still count it. Dude, like right here. See, it had to be slightly high because it just got in, pushed out. Oh. No, sit. Okay, good. All right, back to hole 1, similar headwind. Come on, PX-3, just go in the basket, please. I definitely am liking that PX-3. I would probably throw in that backhand. That's gonna be too short. And P model OS. Get there. Oh, dang it. PX-3 is quickly becoming a disc that I love. And I knew that I liked beaded discs, I just don't have any really. Not the biggest fan of beaded discs. That was a good right to left putt, but whew. I think PX-3 would be in the bag if I threw Prodigy. 2 holes left and I'm feeling pretty good about my chances right now. P-Model OS, I'm liking more than I expected. I think I prefer this on the backhand. I prefer this on the forehand. That's actually a great way to think about it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's inside. Oh. Half the bogey to not keep the A2, baby. All right, here's the thing. I don't know how much Prodigy I'm gonna review. And unless I bogey this hole, which doesn't seem likely, that A2 is staying with me. It's beautiful. I appreciate Prodigy sending it out, mostly with the intentions of giving it to you, but I'm being a little meanie and I want it for myself. But I'll make you a compromise. First is to not fall in this water. And second, I don't know how much Prodigy I'm gonna review. But the next time that I review Prodigy disc, we'll also set a line and we'll put the A2 back on the line. So I get to keep it. It's in my interim possession until you guys earn it from me. I guess it'd be until like I disearn it for myself, but that's how we're gonna deal with it today. Think it's unfair? Take it up with my mom. I don't know why I heard it, just do it. There's a spider web on my lens. That's fun. That's the worst. I've done it a couple times where I go diving, I found like 15 discs and I still don't find mine. I'm like, what's going on? Where's my disc? Longest hole on the course. Guess it's good that we're saving it for last. 273 down there. Do I just count them as obstacles and still throw, you think? To try to throw it right over her head? Or like split the gap right now? That'd be electric. Yeah, I'm launching it. No, here. We'll just do a dumb line instead. Oh no! Big putt time. Yeah, I don't even think I could have made that. No, dude, that was for the record. Ah, Anthony. So that means that these are both like 14, I think, or maybe 15. And this one, 13, baby. Hair on my chinny chin chin. All right, honestly, I had a blast with these discs today. PX-3, really like to forehand it. Very comfortable in that grip. And like for a putter, which is not gonna have as much bite as his own, just kind of glides across the path, really nice. P-Model OS, I really like on the backhand. It's interesting, I posted a stupid story on Instagram, and Dylan from Iceberg TV said that his P-Model OS was like kind of flippy, so I don't know if there's inconsistency or whatever, but I think he got the same color. Super interesting, but A2 is mine, baby. This is a new leaderboard for Johnny Putter reviews. I think setting a number that like I needed to get so that I didn't lose a disc made me pretty happy. So hopefully there's more Prodigy to review soon. Otherwise, A2 staying with me forever. And that's about it. Okay. If you want to check out the last Johnny Putter review, check it out right down there. Otherwise, my more recent videos are right down here because I'm about to be traveling and I don't know when I'm putting this out. Okay, love you guys. Bye.